I don't mind it. I may go resolve sometimes with bone plating. And revitalize, I believe. But I think it's fine. You're over leashing. This is too long. You don't want to leash long in this matchup. Jax is a basically, dude. If I were playing Renekton into Jax, I probably wouldn't even leash. And yeah, I was wondering about the attack damage thing, but I could kind of understand attack speed because it's not terrible in lane. But I seriously, I would be tempted to not even leash, to be honest, in this type of matchup versus Jax. Main reason is I don't like the idea of Jax getting push priority. The fact with Jax is he outscales you really fucking hard, and it's the same rules that apply with Tryndamere, but probably even worse. So yeah, I probably won't even leash in this matchup if I'm you. I just tell my jungler to go fuck himself, go to blue, or have a shitty path. Plus, it'll force him to path up to you. But you should be pinging him to start blue at fucking 0 seconds. And just get up in your lane, because what's gonna happen is, if this guy knows what he's doing, he's gonna slow push that shit, or he's gonna get lane control, and it's gonna be tough for you to bully. See? It's annoying. I'd rather have push priority. Do you see how awkward this is now? Isn't this lame? This is what we want to avoid, level 1. I want you in lane autoing creeps and trying to get priority. Renekton's at his best. In my opinion, Renekton's at his best when he's shoving a laner, drawing jungle pressure, and bullying the fuck out of people. He is not at his best when he's stuck under tower like this, waiting for a gank in the early levels. This shit's whack, I think. Nice. Try to E through him next time for extra damage. Hold lane. Good. And yeah, you should not be using W randomly in this matchup. W should always have a purpose. He didn't have Counter-Strike back yet. You can E through him anyways. Counter-Strike doesn't block the E. So you E through him backwards is what I'm saying for the damage, not continue the trade. But I don't want you extending the trade and then his E comes back and then he kills you. You need to find him. You can't let him back. He wants to reset with teleport. This was bad by you. He has no other play. Dude, you missed a huge opportunity there. Look at his health. Where's the wave going? Forward, right? So auto the creeps and fucking walk up and find this guy. You have your E, so if he gets out of line, you just back away. You'll have more sustain than he does. But you need to look for him here. You have to know what he's doing. Right here is your tell. Shit. I can't get to these minions or he's gonna kill me, right? Shit! That's what he's doing. He's like, shit, he's gonna kill me if I try to get these minions. So now I would hard shove. Yeah. Okay, you win this easy now, though. Go back in. The fuck? Go back in there. So you Q. He blows everything. Slow your dash. Well, you actually do get your second dash up. Walk back. Like, see how you're running still here? Once he's used his E? You see how you're running away? As soon as he jumps and uses E, you should be turning back in, ready to go. Like, trade. Okay, what you're doing with this trade is you're basically fishing for damage. You're fishing for damage, first of all. But second of all, you're trying to, if you can't for some reason, you know, if he flashes out or whatever, this would be an exit trade. Okay? What did he just do? He backed off the wave and he used teleport, right? So he's teleported to the lane. He used Q to gap close to you and E. You have your second dash up. As soon, I'll slow it down for you. You need to be really snappy about it. So you Q, you E through, and then the E comes up. Right there is when I go, oh, not a problem. And I start inching forward like this, right? Right outside the E. The skin is very nice because it lets our job be easy to dodge. The E, basically just don't get hit by the stun, and as soon as it's gone, re-engage with W and fight. Re-engage with W and whoop his ass. You're gonna do two things when you do this. You're gonna fucking chunk him, and you're simultaneously gonna be pushing the wave, which is what you wanna do. You wanna shove the wave, knock him out of lane, back, TP forward, and just destroy this kid under tower. Because, again, what's our goal in this matchup? Our goal is to fucking win, like, now. Like, today, this instant. It's ASAP. Quickly as possible. We need to kill this guy, slaughter him in lane, knock down the towers, get the rift, take the rift, put it on a different lane, end the game as quickly as possible. Jax is the top of scalers in League of Legends. He is the top. Out of all the 100 and some odd champions, he's the king. He will win every fucking duel later in the game. He will beat your team later in the game. He'll out team fight you later in the game. He'll out split push you later in the game. He'll out fucking cock measure you later in the game. He'll fuck more women than you later in the game. He'll fuck more men than you later in the game. So it's very important that at this stage of the game, if he does shit like waste his Q, waste his E in front of you, you need to be ready to trade. You need to be ready to battle. This isn't about, oh, well, I don't want to feed. I don't want to make a mistake. Fuck that shit. This is your agency. The pre-Triforce Jax is your time. That's your window, all right? So when you're stepping off like this, it makes me uncomfortable because you're not seeing your opportunities. Big wave coming down. And you don't even try to pressure him at all. Why? What are you afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of here. At all. I don't like the back here. I want exit trades. I want trades under tower. I want you to trade with these minions that are shoving. I want an advantage so when I TP back in the lane, I can keep pressuring the tower. It's too passive. Good hold. Same thing before. I would literally E4, W, and then Q out. You can stop his back with Tiamat. You can stop his... Unlucky. Yeah, Jackson and Jarvan can't really beat you. Early, in my opinion. Okay, that time we didn't have a dash back in. I hate that you're not doing anything to him when you have him under tower. That's your opportunity to feign that you're gonna fuck with him, to bait him into jumping on you and wasting his E or some shit. You're not taking any initiative when the wave gets under tower. You just shove him back down. If you're gonna do this, don't play Renekton. It's too weak. Renekton is a lane bully, Twitch chat. He wins the lane hard. That's his purpose. You know that shit I do with Tryndamere where I get behind the towers and like if I get a lead and I harass the fucking, like, think about the Kale versus Tryndamere or whatever. And you guys have seen on stream, I kill the Kale and then I sit here and I fucking chill out, right? And if he tries to walk through, I pressure him again. If his jungler's gone, right? If I see his jungler elsewhere on the map. Those are the types of wins we want on Renekton. That's the shit that we want to do with Renekton. You know the times I've been shit on in this game? You know what champion has done it to me the most? Has done that move to me the most. The most I have ever been fucking proxied like a fucking minion behind my tower. You know which champion has done that to me the most? This guy. This asshole has done that to me the most. This fucking champion. This one. Second place goes to fucking Aurelia one time when they reworked her and she got a lead on me. This is the one. So, in order to get to that position, you need to crush lane. You need to win lane so fucking hard that this guy wants to hang himself. Like I want to hang myself when I'm getting proxied like a fucking range creep behind the tower. You understand? You can't do that if you don't go up here. And what you need to do, for people that are confused, what does he mean? What does he mean? You fake. You're constantly saying, I'm going to auto you, cocksucker. I'm going to fuck with you, cocksucker. You're just sitting right here. And you're just constantly like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to harass you. I'm going to poke you. And you want this guy to tilt. You want this guy to auto you, draw creep aggro. You want this guy to E, draw creep aggro. You want to see if he uses any abilities. You want to see if maybe you can dive him. You want to see if you draw jungle pressure. You want to see if maybe the jungler can dive him. You want to encourage your jungler to do something. You want to encourage your mid to maybe dive him. You want to encourage bot lane like, oh shit, this guy's got a huge cock. His dick is long. I can play aggressive here because he's going to draw jungle aggro. Top lane is so much more than just, well, I push the wave in, I go to the bushes, I chill the bushes, I'm a crocodile. Crocodiles sit in the bushes and they wait. No, this is bullshit. We should be here threatening this guy. The next time you see me play Tryndamere with waves under tower, watch I'm always right unless I'm like super low on health and I'm super scared of a jungle gank. You will always see me like on the tower with my dick on it. I plant my dick on their tower and I say, my dick's on your tower. Are you going to do something about it? And that's how you draw pressure. It's map pressure. You know? I would E through minions, E, and then I would flash Q and consider E. So you all, And then you back down. Flash Q is, I think, is a kill here, isn't it? Yeah. Like right here, I would 100% E through this. Oh, I was like, what? Itemization's fine, I think. Yeah, you just don't pressure enough, man. That's really all there is to it. You don't seem to understand that your presence can be so much more. Like here when you're farming, you should be walking up to him and constantly just basically you communicate. It's like a dance, dude. It's a fucking tango. You walk at him constantly. You constantly need to be walking at him saying, I'm gonna fuck you up. Every minion, every creep, everything he goes to last hit, if you can fuck with him, you fuck with him. Or don't play Renekton. Do not. Play Gangplank. I mean, even Gangplank pokes. I don't fucking know. Fucking play Nasus. Dude, if you want to play this way, play Nasus. There you go. I figured your whole fucking game out. You want to sit here and AFK with goddamn hyperscaler like Jax? You want to chill with him and have a fucking circle jerk, soggy biscuit, or whatever that disgusting ass game is? Sit here with Nasus. Don't play this shit anymore if you're not going to go out there and put yourself on the line to trade early, quickly. As soon as the game starts, you should be thinking, how can I get a lead? That's why I say don't leash, get in lane, push for level 1, or push for level 2, push at level 1, push for level 2, decide whether or not you want to open on him at level 2, get him under tower, try to bait some ganks, try to get some trades going, try to make shit happen. But if you're just doing this, you're doing this fucking... Hey, how are ya? We're best friends. We're BFFs. Eing away for some reason instead of just turning your ult on and Eing on his fucking head here. Look at this. Why are you so scared, man? You're level 9 with ult. No. No. Nope. Homie. This is like the worst TP you could ever come up with. Homie, this is the worst. You're TPing away from a hyperscaler, giving him free farm to TP to a ward? You're not even shoved, dude. Oh, this makes me sad. And just like that, Jax has gotten through the hardest part of his game, free of charge. Free of charge. For free. And there it is. I stopped the replay here. I'm not doing this. I'm gonna skim it. I'm not doing this to be a dick. This was your 15 minutes of Renekton life. In 15 minutes, I expect towers to be down, fucking lane pressure to be happening. The kills you got mean so little to me in terms of pressure. It's so little. You're letting these players walk all over you in lane. You can't do that. Not with this champion. Your ult's super bad here. You didn't have this guy, like, there's no need for you to do this outright. Only open up with your ult if you're sure he has no escapes and you're gonna get a stun right away. Otherwise, people walk away from you and then you become this. Did you know Jax DC'd in this replay? Did you know? Sound like Red Mercy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you got to experience this Jax DC come back and just run you over in a long lane. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it, right? Not a goddamn thing that you were going to do about that. Let's look at that again. I just love it. I'm so glad this happens. What on earth are you going to do against this champion as Renekton if you're not massively ahead? I want everybody to see it. I want you to see it. I want Twitch chat to see it. This is the crux of my replay review. We need to win early. If we're playing against this champion and not banning him, you need to play the game like it ends in 20 minutes. And then you're going to find that even if it scales up, there's a good chance that you win. You know what I mean? Like, because you've got such a big lead. But yeah, the lesson here is you need to work on bullying your laner more. Finding opportunities and excuses to fight. You're playing Renekton, so like, it's a really simple framework to put it in your mind. Okay? There's certain champions that do well at certain stages of the game. Right? So, Renekton, as a top laner, is at the tip top of that fucking list of all champions in the game that you can play that dominate lane. You need to play lane like you win it, and you win it hard. Because if you don't do that, Jax, first of all, is a bullshit champion, and he's been bullshit for years. But second of all, he has the best scaling of all the top laners. Period, point blank, he has the best scaling. There's a lot of reasons that he has the best scaling. But the main one is this motherfucker he has all the tools. He has a stun. He has dueling capabilities. He has mobility. He has basically everything he needs to win late game. Kayle is not even close. Kayle will get shit on by Jax. You know why? Because Jax can choose when to fight and when to leave. Kayle cannot. That's a big key there. So, anyways, that's what I'd work on. I would definitely work on bullying the lane a little bit harder and understanding our win conditions. But yeah, YouTube is going to go on the channel, and if it does, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my streams, twitch.tv/Neace. Subbing really helps. You can watch VODs there. You can also, if you're subbed, it's only $20 to get coaching, and it really, for many people, it helps them out. All right, cool. I'm out. Peace.